Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ziggy Cruze and Wrestling News. And tonight we're gonna review the Valentine's Day episode of SmackDown. And don't forget to go over and check our good friends at the LaFleur Network right here on YouTube. Every Sunday, Shady Davy D LaFleur comes out with new content that dives deep in controversial matters. This week he's going to be doing insane asylums and sanitariums from the early 1900s. So make sure you go over to LaFleur Network and check that out, and we're going to get right into our review. Now, SmackDown's coming live to us from Washington, D.C., and the show opens with hype for the women's WWE title match between Tiffany Stratten and Nia Jax, and a qualifying match for the men's elimination chamber between Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman, and Damian Priest. Wade Barrett introduces us to SmackDown and tells us Joe Tessitore is away on assignment tonight, so his replacement's going to be NXT's play-by-play guy Vic Joseph, which is a relief to many people who were worried that Corey Graves and all his drama was going to be coming to tonight's show. First off, we have Cody asking DC what they want to talk about, and Cody talks about Jey Uso challenging Gunther at WrestleMania, so Cody's opponent for WrestleMania will be the winner of the Elimination Chamber. And he does the whole running down the names of the Chamber's participants, for the fans to cheer and boo. And he says he knows who it's not going to be, and that's Solo Sikoa. And Drew McIntyre's music hits, and Drew apparently was upset at the lackluster way Cody announced his name. So Cody announced him again, and Drew recaps their history. Then the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, with Tommy Tonga comes out to a huge pop and a huge Fatu chant. They got this guy over, and he's the right guy to get over because he looks like a monster, and he wrestles like one. He fights like a monster. So he has all my support. And then Fatu tells Drew that Drew is already in the chamber match, and tonight Fatu is all gas and no brakes, and he's going to earn his way into the chamber, and he's going to go to WrestleMania where he's going to bring that big belt, big championship belt back to the bloodline, back to the family. And Drew teases a match between him and Fatu, but says he already has this spot in the chamber. So Drew tells Cody that Fatu must be here to talk to him, and Cody tells Fatu that when Fatu beats everyone in the chamber, then they can go at it. The Titantron shows Solo pulling up to the arena. Cody goes to leave the ring to go confront Solo, but Jacob Fatu stops him and says that he's going to have the first word with Solo. Cody says that okay, that's okay. Cody's gonna have the last word with Solo. Back to the commercial, Wade Barrett is talking to Hall of Famer Trish Stratus about her appearance in the Royal Rumble and asks if we're gonna see her at the Elimination Chamber in her hometown of Toronto, Ontario. But they are interrupted by Chelsea Green coming down for her Elimination Chamber qualifying match against Naomi. And this was a very competitive match until Green goes for the figure from the second rope, and Naomi blocks it and hits an X Factor, followed up with a split leg moonsault for the win. So Naomi is qualified for the Elimination Chamber match. So we'll be rooting for her. Love us some Naomi. We get a pre-recorded interview from Sami Zayn, and he talks about how bad his neck is after being attacked by Kevin Owens last week, and he doesn't know when he'll be cleared to wrestle, but when he is, Sami and Kevin Owens are going to go at it one more time. So they'll probably be having their WrestleMania match that they've been wanting to go at it at WrestleMania for years now. So they'll probably get what they want now. Now we have tag team action with Motor City Machine Guns versus Los Garza. And the former tag team champions win by hitting the Skull and Bones finisher on Humberto Carrillo. Backstage, Jacob Fatu barges into Solo's locker room and asks him what's going on. And Solo said he had to take some time off to gather himself after losing to Roman, but now they need to get the title back to the family, and it all starts with Fatu winning his qualifying match tonight. And Fatu, he's frustrated with Solo. He goes to leave, but Solo grabs Fatu and tells him that he loves him. So we have, big that shift of dynamics in this, family relationship where Solo was the head guy. It looks like Jacob Fatu is moving to be the head guy of that group. And we have an in-ring promo from Shinsuke Nakamura, and he says there's no Warriors here. So LA Knight comes out, but he's interrupted by The Miz. And Nick Aldis comes out and sets up a #1 contender match for Nakamura's U.S. title, and LA Knight wins the match. So he'll go on to try to win his U.S. title back from Shinsuke Nakamura. And in a match that was set up by a backstage confrontation earlier today, Carmelo Hayes defeated R-Truth. And Nia Jax versus Tiffany Stratten for the WWE Women's Championship. And Nia controls most of the match, but the longer the match goes, the more Tiffany's stamina comes into play. Tiffany gains control and goes for the prettiest moonsault ever, but Candy LaRue attacks Tiffany, causing a disqualification. So Nia Jax and Candy LaRue continue just to beat up Tiffy until Trish Stratus makes the save, and the officials shoo Nia and LaRue back up the entranceway, and Charlotte's music hits, and she grabs a chair and sits in the ring on just above Tiffany, looking down on her, and tells her that Charlotte is choosing Tiffany Stratton to challenge at WrestleMania. So it's official, ladies and gentlemen. Tiffany Stratton versus Queen Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Big match. Backstage, Nick Aldis shows Naomi and Bianca backstage footage from the attack on Jade months ago, and it appears that it was Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez that attacked Jade Cargill, putting her out of action for months. And Aldis says he's going to talk to Adam Pearce over on Monday nights and figure out what they're going to do about it. Looks like it's going to be a tag team match, playa. And we see Tiffany Stratton backstage, and Trish Stratus comes up to her and says they should team up against Nia Jax and Candy LaRue at the Elimination Chamber in Trish Stratus' hometown of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now it's time for our main event of the evening. A triple threat qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber. Braun Strowman versus Damian Priest versus Jacob Fatu. And this match is like a car crash. I mean, by the end, just bodies lying everywhere. And they fight in the ring. They fight, outside of the ring. Braun chokeslams Fatu on the table, but it doesn't even really keep Fatu down. Very much just, rattles him a little bit. They get back in the ring, and Jacob Fatu picks up where he left off at Saturday night's main event and delivers multiple of those Rikishi-style ass slams to Braun in the corner, and the Fatu puts the chair around Strowman's neck. Looks like he's got bad intentions. Like he's going to do an ass slam to the chair, break Strowman's neck, but luckily Strowman gets up before Fatu could do any harm, and Strowman tries to put the chair around Fatu's neck, but out of nowhere, Solo Sikoa shows up and hits Strowman with a Samoan spike. But then Cody Rhodes comes out to even the sides, and he comes out and attacks Solo, and Solo tries to hit Cody with a Samoan spike, but accidentally hits his own family member Tommy Tonga instead. Then Fatu attacks Solo while Priest gets a 3 count on Strowman in the ring, and Priest is going to the Elimination Chamber, which is a big surprise for me. I was rooting for Jacob Fatu the whole way, but it looks like they're setting up for Solo and Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania, which that will be a big match, which I figure the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, will win. And ladies and gentlemen, that's our SmackDown for February 14th, 2025. Let us know what you thought. Just comment below. We do read the comments and we will reply to them on air. So let us know what you think. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, just support us, man. We're working hard here to bring you the wrestling news, and make sure you go over and support our good friend Shady Davy D LaFleur over at the LaFleur Network here on YouTube, as he drops new episodes every Sunday. And go back and check the archives. A lot of good information there, a lot of entertaining stuff. He has some sketches too. So man, just make sure you check it all out. And I'll see you Monday night. Peace.